Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Today's pick a card reading is titled, What is the Fairy Tale Story of Your Connection? So, I intend this to be for the one you will ultimately end up with, but you can watch it for anybody that you have a romantic interest in, okay? So I just wanted to do something a little bit lighter, a little bit more fun, so I'm doing this, and I hope that you enjoy the reading. So we have 3 options to choose from. These are cards from the Fairytale Oracle and may or may not represent what's in the readings. But just to give you something to choose from, we have this card here, Honoring Your True Feelings, and the stone included in that to help you choose is quartz crystal. And the second option is represented by Make Music card. And we've got red jasper. And the last option, number 3, is Be Honest with Yourself card with this blue stone representing the throat chakra. Okay? So if you want to use this method, you can close your eyes and take a deep breath in through the nose nice and slow. And out through the mouth nice and slow. And when you open your eyes, the first card that your eyes goes to is usually the right selection for you. So if you get 5 to 10 minutes into the reading and you feel like it's really not resonating with you, you can feel free to choose another option, another reading, another reader, or come back to my channel another day. Otherwise, we're going to get started with option 1. So timestamps are in the description box and in the comment section below. And pause the video if you need more time to choose. If you'd like a personal reading, my contact information and instructions to get one are also in the description box below. Thank you to those of you who have been helping to support my channel through energy exchange donations and purchasing of readings. And so let's get started. What is the fairy tale story of your connection? Welcome option 1 to your fairy tale reading. So the person you're going to end up with, whoever they are, it could be somebody that you already have in mind or just someone you haven't met yet. This is going to be the story of your love story. This is going to be your fairy tale. What is the fairy tale and love story of the person that you're going to end up with, you and your person? So I'm going to start with the fairy tale oracle, obviously. So go ahead and just open your mind. If you're wanting someone new to come through, think about that. If you have someone in mind, think about that. But this is my intention with this is that this is the fairy tale story of you and how you came together with your life partner, the one that you're going to end up with. I think Spirit's really thinking about this one. We've got the day boy and the night girl, balance. Somebody could be a Libra, somebody could be a 3 life path. I sort of associate 3 life paths with Libra or Gemini. But, the boy and night girl, so that's number 30. Not familiar with that story. This is a different one. So let's look. This is all about polarizing beliefs, so you guys could be opposites, as per the card says, Also, you could be, sun. Somebody could be born under the sign of Leo, ruled by the sun. The sign of Cancer, ruled by the moon. Also, Pisces is in tarot is indicated by the moon card. So the boy and night girl says that you must learn to be strong in the dark as well as in the day, or else you will always be only half brave. So this is a card that talks about polarizing beliefs, the meeting point where understanding and love between different people begins. Okay, that's interesting. Masculine and feminine energies in a relationship. Cool. Balance is needed for true wholeness and conditioned fears. There could be fears here, maybe with the feminine or the person who is more ruled by the moon energy. The moon is more of a feminine energy, but it could be manifested in a masculine. But it's about confronting and overcoming fears, a kind-hearted guide through the darkness, counseling and compassion. Somebody could be very kind-hearted. Somebody helps you to, like the person ruled by the sun or with that sun energy, regardless of sign, because I'm just throwing the signs out there. You don't have to, doesn't have to line up with who you have in mind or the person coming in, although it could. It's more about the energy, and the energy is a kind-hearted person who helps you through the darkness. Somebody's could work in counseling. We've got a lot of compassion here, recovery from abusive childhood, and there is a whole new world for you to explore. Interesting. So yeah. Okay. So let's pull some cards on it. Let's see what's up with this connection. For those who have chosen option 1, their love story here. And if you guys want to stick around, I could read the story at the end of the reading. I know not everybody likes to sit through. It's a couple pages long, kind of an in-depth book that comes with this deck. Not everybody likes to stick around and listen to the reader read, but you know, sometimes I don't care. But I'll be courteous, and you know, so at the end of the reading, I will read that story to you from the book. Have a little story time. For option 1, their love story. Tell me about it. Tell me about their love story. Spirit's taken its sweet time tonight, and that's okay. So we've got the Jack or the Page of Swords, and it is, how do you feel? How do you feel? So at the time that you meet this person, you could be a student, you could be learning, you could be observing. This person could know you and be observing you, as that does indicate, you know, air sign energy, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, and so we had balance here too, so that does correlate. So perhaps a Libra or Libra energy here. So I can imagine a Libra saying, you know, how do you feel? Right? They could resemble this person potentially, but basically this is, you know, the Jack and Page. This person could be watching you. You could be watching them, like I said, with that Page card, Page of Swords, and certainly this person will have, I feel like you guys will be either in school, or you come into contact with one another through doing some sort of like benevolent work, helping someone out, maybe helping somebody move. I'm getting that's possible, but this could be somebody who is very idealistic and very intelligent, but not necessarily wise. And this connection, when it comes in, it does feel very new to me. So it's either a new phase and a connection with an existing partner, or it is, you know, an entirely new partner. And so I feel like it's going to be, you know, at a time in your lives when you're experiencing more freedom, more excitement, and more openness, and you're being more tolerant and more flexible. And the masculine in this connection is going to be like a daring, sort of forthright, you know, person, pretty single-minded. They're going to see you and they're going to want to come for you, right? They're going to know that they want you, and I feel they're going to make the first move. They're going to communicate with you. They're going to have sort of a single-mindedness about them that could manifest as impatience and daringness at times. Quite exciting. Also chivalrous, the type that will open doors for you, pull out your chair for you, those sort of things. You know, kind of traditional in a sense, but it's also, you know, out of you know, courtesy and appreciation, and wanting to make you feel good. So I feel like this person will probably be on the younger side or have a younger spirit to them, or you will, so take it how it resonates. And like I said, this person could you know, start by, you know, sending you a message. They've been watching you for a while, maybe from a distance, or they know you through friends, and they eventually just reach out to you and just decide to take a leap of faith and go for it. Their curiosity could get the better of them, even if they're inexperienced or a little immature, or just not like really well experienced in love. I feel like, you know, you stir something within them, some sort of emotion within them that makes them feel curious about you, and feel like coming forth and making you an offer, or reaching out to you and communicating with you. So for some of you, like I said, this is a very new relationship, or if it's not, it's a new phase. And for some of you, it's going to be like you're testing yourself here, that this could be a challenge for you guys. You could be going through a challenging time, but not like a negative challenge. It could be negative, but I feel like it's more like a learning curve that you guys are on when you meet each other. So somebody could be entering college, or beginning a new career, or starting off on a spiritual quest when you meet. And so you could be feeling anxious at the time that you meet this person, and maybe anxious about coming together with this person, hearing from them, dating them, talking to them. This person could be very nervous in sort of a sweet, inexperienced sort of way, but they're going to try to present themselves with confidence, because I feel like they do have a naturally confident way about them. They're the type that likes to communicate, that likes to go after what they want. So I feel like when they decide that they want you, and they want to satisfy their curiosity and get to know you better, then they're going to reach out. And they could be shy, but I feel like, they're going to do it anyway, and they might be inexperienced, but they're willing to learn. And if it's you, you're going to be willing to learn. And that it'll be happening at a time when you feel like you have been preparing yourself to meet someone, whether consciously or unconsciously, like learning new things, perhaps about relationships, paying more attention, taking more of an interest in relationships, and just being like, informing yourself, being in a phase of informing yourself, learning things, testing your intelligence. And you're going to want to test yourself here as well. By giving this person a shot, I feel like there is a sense of leap of faith here. So maybe this person's Aquarius. I'm getting strong air sign energy here. But regardless, that's the energy when you meet. It's like a new beginning, a new journey is about to begin. You're willing to take a leap of faith. You're both willing to trust yourselves and do this, go for it. And there could be a bit of immaturity in the connection at first. It doesn't have to be negative. It could just be like a youthful energy. The masculine here might be the type that's a little bit narrow-minded, because they think they know everything, that sort of a thing. But that's sort of a generalization about air signs, but it doesn't have to be. But I feel like this person is, it's gonna start off nicely. I feel communication, a meeting of the minds, perhaps around a spiritual quest, while learning new things. And you guys will likely have other things that you need to do first, but you'll be accomplishing those things around the time that you meet them. So let's see. So we've got more swords energy. So it could potentially hinder the connection, as if you're wanting to self-sabotage the connection, or this person might want to self-sabotage the connection. Depends on what happened in the past here, like with you guys. So your past coming into this connection with your fairy tale person, with your Prince Charming or your princess. So let's look at the past. What energy is fading away from this connection when it comes in? What energy is fading away from this connection when it comes in? We've got, if you want, I can fly. So this is the Queen of Pentacles. So could have been, Queen of Pentacles is a very loving energy. It's, I feel like you will be coming out of a partnership, or this person will be coming out of partnership, perhaps with a fire sign or with an earth sign. And if it's your person, if your person's a masculine and they're coming out of this partnership, it could have been with somebody who was a little bit codependent, a little bit needy with them. Could have been. So I feel like, the shadow side, or the reverse energy of the Queen of Pentacles, and that's coming through for some reason, is that somebody who just kind of doesn't know what they're doing, particularly regarding handling their money, or they like to spend too much money. They can be envious and manipulative, this type of person. Maybe not the most, not quite the go-getter that they should be, maybe. So it could be that your person is coming out of an unhappy relationship when they meet you, or you could be coming out of an unhappy relationship with someone who fits this description. And even though this is a queen, it could still represent a masculine. So coming out of an unhappy relationship, perhaps one that was based on security, status, or wealth, and maybe, some manipulation using sex, or some obsession, or something like that, could have played a part here in the past in a partnership that they're leaving behind. Or if this is the same person, and only you would know that based on how I described them, then this is the energy that you guys are leaving behind as you enter this new phase here. But I feel like for a lot of you, this is a new person, and in the past, they might have been in a relationship. Could represent a mother figure, as this queen can signify like pregnancy or a parent or a mother figure. But if that relationship was not toxic, if you feel that this is about you, it could have been with someone, like I said, who was quite mature, or so if this is for a different scenario, for a different group of you, somebody who is very comfortable, maybe good with money, enjoys the good things in life. Still, the connection would have been based on material things, a like of spending and security, but it would have just been that it wasn't the right connection for you. And so I feel like, whatever the case, whether this was a negative or a positive energy that you guys experienced before you meet your prince or princess, it is something that is fading away from the connection, and it is something that left you wanting for more, like feeling empty, like it was just maybe it was a little bit boring, maybe it got boring, maybe the passion went out of it, maybe it just became like routine and overly practical. You're looking for some excitement. You guys are both looking for a little bit of daring and excitement, and you're getting that with this air sign energy here. So the hindrance, though, with that, with that five of swords, because the five of swords is typically not the best card in the deck, and it's showing like the hindrance to the connection, to it getting going. What challenges or a hindrance, to this connection when you first meet this person is that there's some sort of a loss here. Again, could have been, with an earth sign energy. And so you guys could be getting over that. And there could be some feelings of remorse or regret or unhappiness left over from that. But that energy's fading away here. I feel like that was meant to happen to teach you, so you could learn from your suffering to make yourself a better partner to this person, or vice versa. So take it how it resonates. But I feel like whoever this Jack of Spades represents, them especially, and it could be both of you, but them especially, will could possibly be, regretting a decision that they made. They could have, hurt somebody in their past, or been hurt by somebody in their past. So there's some sort of a loss, whether it's a relationship or with a mother figure. There's some sort of feeling of loss here when that challenges the relationship when you guys first come together. So I feel like, if you know this person, you're going to be challenged to make repairs and to make constructive changes here. And if you don't know this person, then I feel like the challenge is that you guys need to recover and heal from a loss in your past, from something that is no longer working for you. For some of you, you had been married before, and this could be talking about your spouse. Okay. And if it was a manipulative person, it was somebody that, convinced you that they would do anything to keep you, maybe manipulated you with sex or money, or your person that you're meeting, your prince, manipulated them with sex or money, something along those lines, because I feel like a negative energy with that Five of Swords there for the most part, okay? So take it how it resonates. There was some sort of a loss or hurt feelings, crossing the ability for you guys to really hit the ground running, but I feel like you're both up to it. There's just a learning curve, like I said, for the connection. Leaving behind of the past, learning from past mistakes and experiences, and building on that moving forward. And I feel like communication is going to be a big part of what moves you guys forward, and the fact that you have things in common, that you have, there's a meeting of the mind here, the minds here with swords energy. So what are some of the external factors here for this fairy tale couple? What is the external factors that will be affecting this? We've got the Nine of Swords. So yes, some sort of worrying that, that somebody is holding on to the past, worrying that somebody, if they've lost money, and it could have been not related to any person in particular who is creating a hindrance in your connection when you come together with your person that you're going to end up with. It could be related to like money or financial losses. But whatever the case, I feel that period of grief and sadness is ending with that Nine of Swords energy there. Because the Nine of Swords talks about, really stressing about something, worrying about something. And if it's about money, it could be kicking yourself for allowing yourself to make a poor investment or overspending or something along those lines. Somebody could have had to downsize if they divorced an individual or moved out from a previous relationship, then they had to downsize, or there was a move that had to happen. And like I said in the beginning, you could meet this person moving, so you might know them through friends of friends or something along those lines. Or meet them while they're moving, in the midst of moving, or vice versa. Reaching deep inside yourself to deal with the crisis, though, whoever is experiencing this loss, and it could be both of you, that they're carrying it over into the connection and having a slight effect on you guys. And it's just sort of like what's happening around the connection when you guys meet and come together. And so we saw like this need here for someone to help another person through the darkness, and that's part of what your fairy tale story is talking about as well. So getting out of this this 9 of swords energy, and so that you don't have to feel drained or unhappy anymore, facing a crisis or getting past a crisis. We're all kind of in crisis mode right now in the world anyway, so there's a lot of upsets and changes that are occurring. So it makes sense that when you meet this person, if you don't know them already, or when you reconcile with them, there's just going to need to be some patience and going with the flow. And somebody could be feeling, unloved or lonely or unvalued or at a loss in the connection when you guys first meet. And so, yeah, there's a desperate need to correct that problem here, but I feel like, you guys will correct it. I feel like you guys will build a strong foundation with one another. I feel like one of you brings stability to the other, financially and emotionally, because one of you has a strong foundation within yourself. And so we've got the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords says, filth, slime, muck, boo, boo, boo. Okay, so the Queen of Swords has been wronged. This air sign energy has been wronged. I don't think it's you. I think it's this other person, but take it how it resonates. And it has to do with feeling very burdened in their life. At present, there's some changes going on. So subconsciously, they may not feel like they're good enough for you in this connection. Or you might feel like you're not good enough for them in this connection. You might have done something wrong or vice versa, and you feel guilty or regretful about that, or they did. And so I feel like, what this card is saying, that, underneath it all, there's this need to heal from some loss, not be bitter about any losses or disappointments in the past. There's a temptation, perhaps like when you guys come together, you're wanting to almost like swear off relationships and isolate yourself, or your person will be in that energy, subconsciously considering that. And so I feel like this is due to dealing with like inflexibility or coldness or criticism in a connection of some kind, whether with a parent figure or in some other life area, maybe with another partner, the previous partner. So, but what is going to happen in the connection now that we've got some background here? There's going to be healing in the connection with the 5 of Cups. Like, you heal one another, and that's what this that card talked about, right? It was saying, again, coming back full circle, that you're healing one another, that one of you is the foundation or the rock for the other one, that there could be differences, in your connection, but you are you're bringing wholeness and balance into the connection. So in the future here, you're going to be confronting and overcoming your fears through this connection, that if you're the one who is coming into the connection, wounded almost to the point of swearing off relationships, then your person's going to be very kind-hearted with you and guide you through that darkness. They're going to counsel you. They're going to show you compassion. If it's to do with like a mother figure, then that energy of that abuse or that mistreatment from that mother figure is fading away, and you are recovering from that abuse. You are realizing that you are not filth, slime, and muck, right? You do have worth. You're developing your self-esteem, your self-worth, and there's a whole new world for you to explore as a result of that. So I'm getting This is the card in traditional tarot where the guy is standing there looking down at the 3 lost cups, or the 3 cups that are tipped over, and he's mourning the loss of those, but behind him is the 2 of cups, which is mutual love, mutual caring, marriage, celebrations, honeymoon feelings. So with that 5 of cups, it's saying that, you know, that's part of what you're doing, and that with the fairy tale oracle card, that you guys you know, you heal from a split, and there are new possibilities for you in this connection with this person that you're ending up with. So let's look at your person's desires with you in this. This person that you're ending up with, your prince or princess, what is their main desire going to be with you? Beautiful. Just love. A new beginning in love. To accept an opportunity in love after looking down at the, you know, the cups that they had that didn't suit them. The expression of love and marriage. They want marriage. So this is beautiful, beautiful energy. Their desires are pure for you, option 1. They just want to have love with you, a new beginning, a loving new beginning, and one that's just like their cup runneth over. That's what that Ace of Cups in traditional tarot is, cup runneth over. So a new love, again, getting a sense of newness, and it's going to be the kind of love that's creative, you know, it has a positive influence on you. It's going to be inspirational and joyful, really. It's going to be like a burst of joy. This person desires to have joy with you. They just desire to love you and be loved in return. Okay? What is that song? I just heard a song from Moulin Rouge. Oh boy, maybe it'll come to me. But there's a lyric that says, you know, or the greatest thing you can hope for is just to love and be loved in return. That's a quote in the song, or in the movie rather. I don't know if it's from a song, but it's in the movie. So this person is, you know, really emotional. I mean, your connection, especially your person, desires a really emotional connection, a deep connection with this water sign energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And they could, you know, desire a child with you as well, because the Ace of Cups can indicate that too. And so it is really about blossoming, giving birth to something new, something creative, creating and birthing something new, this relationship, birthing this love into the 3D, into reality, is what this card represents. It's very romantic, and it says that they just desire for this love to blossom and grow, and you know, they want to awaken to divine love with you. They want there to be a sharing of love. They want to travel. They want to change, you know, the way that they have lived their life up till now. They want to make changes in their life, you know, for the better, to allow for more love to come in with this Jack of Hearts. So it is talking about, you know, expressing your love, being romantic, sharing your feelings, and all of these fine things. So this person that you're ending up with, your fairy tale person, your Knight of Cups, is yeah, very romantic. You know, might not have their feet firmly planted on the ground, like I said before, showing up in a more youthful energy, or perhaps you identify that way, you know, as that if you're your water sign. But it does talk about, you know, an exciting romance that's, you know, going to last forever in this case, because this is the person that you end up with. So it's going to last a long time. But, you know, just try not to lose your head. This person might be a bit of a dreamer. This is after a time of being really disappointed, though. Having experienced a lot of disappointments, you know, being withdrawn, being bored in their present connection, or in the past when, you know, before they meet you and come together with you. They're in a period of stagnation. Maybe you both were, and they want to make changes. You know, they were in a place where they were detached emotionally, and sacrificed their happiness for security, perhaps. So they're ready to change that. They're ready to accept that cup of love. You know, the guy who's sitting under the tree with his arms crossed, and he's bored, and he looks depressed, and there's a cup. The universe is holding out a cup to him, and he's not even noticing it. It's that card. Well, that cup the universe is holding out is that Ace of Hearts, the Ace of Cups. And this person, instead of ignoring it, is wanting to take it, because they want to have that love with you. And they desire it very strongly, and that is their intentions, their desire for you. That's their strongest desire for you in your connection, is just to love you. It's just to love and be loved in return. The greatest lesson you'll ever learn is just to love and love be loved in return. I think that's how it goes. So the people around you, oh my gosh. King of Cups. We've got the King of Cups here. As you wish. So this person just wants to do, as you wish. Like I said, it's very much that we've already got the Knight and Page of Cups. We've got the Ace of Cups. This is the type of person that you're going to be dealing with. This is the person you're going to be interacting with, this King of Cups energy. Welcome, option 2. Thanks for tuning in. So this is the fairy tale story of your connection. The connection with the person who's going to be your ultimate life partner, the person that you're going to end up with. So you might know this person, you might not, but let's see what the cards have to say. So I'm using the Fairy Tale Oracle because it's fitting, and we will get your fairy tale for first thing, and then we will clarify with modified Celtic Cross spread and see what comes out. Angels, spirits, and guides, please give us clear, accurate guidance as to what is the fairy tale story for option 2 and their connection with the person they're going to end up with. Option 2, you flew out. Snow White Purity. Nice. I say nice because I actually know this fairy tale. This deck is full of lots of very interesting fairy tales, but a lot of which I don't know. This one most of us know, right? So your story is going to be Snow White. It's kind of cool. The number on here is number 1, so somebody could have 1 in their numerology or be a 1 life path. Somebody could resemble this person, like dogs in particular. I think, obviously it looks like wolves here. I'm just looking at this picture. I don't think I've ever had this card come out from this deck. It's a really lovely picture. I just love the artwork. These cards, I believe, are done by Lucy Cavendish. And so I'm going to go ahead and look at the summary for this, number 1. So it shouldn't be hard to find. It's the first page. And I will not read the fairy tale until the end. I will do that over on Vimeo. And not everybody likes that part anyway. However, I do try to make it nice for you when I read the meaning and the story behind, and often it really does correlate with the reading and add additional insights. But basically what this card is saying about your love connection is that there's going to be a triumph of the pure heart. So one or both of you has a pure heart here and will triumph, despite it. Sometimes people can mistake kindness for weakness, or sometimes people want to keep their pure heart protected because the world isn't very kind to people with a pure heart, can take advantage of it. But you are going to triumph here. So if you're the one with the pure heart, you're going to triumph. And if your person is, they're going to triumph, okay? So this is also about rejection, rivalry, and attack that cannot change you. So it feels like, you could have competition for this person or them for you. It could be some sort of a rivalry that you experience around this connection, or some sort of an attack. We know in the story of Snow White, the witch comes and brings the poisoned apple because she just doesn't want Snow White to exist, basically out of jealousy. So I feel like, some of you might have competition for this person's love or affection, or you might be able to resonate with the feeling that those around you may not be wanting to see you happy or see you successful, which is unfortunate. I'm sorry about that. This card also talks about being trustworthy and loving, so the connection will be one that you can trust, one with plenty of love. Animals are part of it. Like I said, somebody could be a dog person, but regardless, animals are naturally drawn to you, and you will have many lifetimes before you die. So I feel like what this is saying with that is that you have met this person before. This is a past life connection, and it's saying you will have many lifetimes, before you die, or before your soul stops incarnating. You have many lifetimes to look forward to with this person as well. Okay, because we don't only have past lives with our soulmates, we also have future lives. Actually, it's all happening simultaneously if you understand the theories behind quantum physics. Not to get too nerdy on you, but that's what they say. Okay, so this is someone soulmate, basically, and you will both survive great tests to your connection. You are going to be good to all. you know. I feel like, this connection brings out the good side to both of you, and or allows somebody, the one with the more pure heart probably, to be pure without having to be in fear of being attacked or being rejected, right? It gives you a safe place. And your kindness will be rewarded. So that is what the card is saying in summary. Your kindness will be rewarded. Option 2. So let's get the cards out. Let's pull some tarot here. For option 2's Fairytale Story. Let's see. What's going to be the situation? So when you meet this person, what's going to be happening in their life? What is going to be the situation? And we've got the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So could be, when you meet this person, and we've also got the 9 the 9 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, that this person is feeling like they're working really hard and not getting ahead, right? Because the 8 of Pentacles talks about working on your money, doing, your craft, being very sincere in your determination and in your integrity and in your focus. But with it being in reverse, it's saying that you're not getting ahead despite that. So I feel like your person, or this could be you, may feel like a hamster on a treadmill when you guys come together, like you're running very fast and you're getting nowhere. Somebody could be burnt out here due to some delays or obstacles or confusion that interfere with the success in your life, particularly material or around work or home. So it could also talk about somebody needing to refine their skills, because there could be a lack of skills, lack of necessary skills to get ahead. So this could be taking place, when you meet this person, when you come together with them. This is somebody that's could be dealing with some work or money problems at the time. So they might be feeling sort of bored or frustrated with their life, not particularly in a good place, materially speaking, and could be needing to enter into school or refine their skills in some way, or or are working towards a promotion at their job, or some other way trying to earn the respect that they seek. And so, yeah, it's a rough energy starting off for your person when you meet them. So, take that how that resonates. But with that 9 of Swords in reverse saying, that's air sign energy. And then the first card, 8 of Pentacles is earth sign energy. 9 of Swords is air sign energy. So these are the energies, regardless of sign, that's going to be around you guys when you come together. And perhaps, this is a situation, if you know this person. But regardless, that 9 in reverse is saying that it's the end of this period of crisis or despair. So you or your person could be really determined to root out the cause of this lack within your lives when you meet each other. Like you are ready to deal with what's causing your misery. So maybe somebody stops feeling sorry for themselves. Maybe you enter a period, or they enter a period, where they're really willing to make changes necessary to repair their damages and move on here. So somebody could be receiving, professional help if they're depressed, and regardless, I feel like, there's a solving of problems here. So this is good. Somebody is leaving behind an unhappy situation and getting honest with themselves. So somebody could have been deceiving themselves about their skills or their work situation, home situation, or another relationship, but they come clean with themselves around the time that you guys get together. It's like somebody's putting fear into something greater than themselves, and this perpetuates more fear, but they're waking up from that. For option 2, so let's see. I feel like, what helps the situation is that you guys are determined to succeed. Like, this could be you. This is literally the prince in the Snow White fairy tale, okay? Or the princess, take it how it resonates. This is someone riding in on their steed, victorious, coming in to kiss the sleeping princess and wake her from her nightmare, okay? And so this is definitely going to help the situation, this energy that's coming in. Very, very positive. It speaks of, having victory, having success, getting that satisfaction and that recognition that one was lacking before. So your guys coming together allows for satisfaction and getting, what you really want and what you've been missing for so long. As this card does talk about happiness and fulfillment and pulling your energies together. Somebody really pulls themselves up by their bootstraps, and I feel that it's because, whoever this is representing could be Leo or fire sign energy. But yeah, if it's you writing in or them writing in or you write in and do this for each other, then you're going to help to unbreak each other's hearts, because whether it's a previous relationship or a previous phase in a current connection or some life circumstances that have you guys, really in your mind, thoughts, negative thinking, hurting your heart, having a hurt heart, having a heartbreak, whatever that case is, whatever it is, you're writing in, they're writing in, you're fixing this. And it's very uplifting with this Six of Wands. It's a card about passion, a time of happiness, love, cooperation in a relationship, and finding the partner that you've sought. This is a card offering encouragement for true love. So this is your true love. Doesn't Snow White in the Disney cartoon sing someday my prince will come, someday we'll meet again? Yeah, it's been a long time since I saw that movie, but I think so. And this is it. This is your true love, right? Beautiful. Love it. So what are some of the other influences at the time you guys come together? Let me look at the past first, like the energies that are fading away. Okay, we got the Magician in the upright. So if somebody was being, manipulative or not, or just sort of going with the flow and just expecting things to take care of themselves, being lazy in any way about their love life or improving their life, that energy is fading away. Okay, so maybe they just thought that by magic, everything that was wrong in their life that had them feeling like they were a hamster on a treadmill working really hard and not getting anywhere, that is, magic isn't going to be the answer, or they're going to stop taking that magical approach, right? This can also symbolize for me in this reading, the manifestation of this connection. So some of you who are, I don't know why I stutter when I say witches. Nothing wrong with being a witch. Obviously, I am one. But for some of you who don't think of it that way, maybe you think of it in terms of praying or doing law of attraction or some other manifestation, then I feel that manifestation is coming to fruition. Okay? So there's, you're in the past, before meeting your person, you're using some sort of magical ability, some sort of hidden power, your inner guidance, something unseen to sort of manifest and pull this love connection in. And so you're wanting your soulmate. You're wanting somebody that you have a soul connection with, and that is exactly what you're getting here with this person. So that's your this is your fairy tale come true. You have manifested correctly and properly, and you're no longer having to really focus on achieving or manifesting this, because you have manifested it with that Six of Wands. So yes, you're definitely, somebody here is using manifestation techniques to bring in a spiritual partnership. And I feel that you have brought in somebody with whom you share a spiritual path together, and you want it to be encouraging, you want it to be inspiring. Perhaps you have specific traits that you would like in a partner. This is Gemini energy, so this is somebody that's very charming, kind of a trickster, kind of fun, good sense of humor, very bright, and entertaining. So maybe that could fit, some of the qualities that you're looking for in a person. Somebody who is a self-starter, with this being a number one card. We've had one a couple of times. And so if that's the case, that was the energy that you embraced in order to manifest in the past, but you're no longer having to manifest because they've come, okay? I'm so excited for you, option 2. All right. So let's see. Subconsciously, you have really wanted to have someone that you could nurture and be nurtured by, have a home with, perhaps have a child with, somebody with whom you can share really warm emotions with, be nurtured by, like I said, be creative with, express yourself. This is a card about self-expression. And this is a card about community spirit. It's a card about feeling really happy, having your day in the sun, having that feeling of when you first step outside and the warm sun hits your face and a cool breeze blows by, and it's just like perfection. So I feel like you have really manifested and harnessed some positive energies, or your person has harnessed some positive energies despite, the struggles that you guys are experiencing at the time that you come together in order to manifest, this person who is really, your prince or princess charming. So it's, it's about wanting, success. It's about wanting pleasure and happiness, and wanting a partner that reflects that vitality, that clarity, that ability to self-express, to express themselves. This magician upright is very good at expressing himself. It's a card represents Mercury. Mercury is about communication. So this person expresses themselves, could be a Virgo or have that in their charts or traits of that person. So yeah, this is what you would like in someone who's fun, someone who you can have a good time with, but also have all the comforts and contentment of home with as well, where you can be inspired and enjoy each other. And so you are seeking love that is bright and beautiful. And if that doesn't represent you, this is representing your person. They are seeking love that is bright and beautiful, okay? And if it's a masculine, regardless of gender, they could be wanting somebody who is earth sign energy, Queen of Pentacles. She's holding that coin, so that represents value. She knows her value. She brings value to the table in terms of practical knowledge, perhaps even monetarily, but she knows who she is, and she is strong in herself, but also very, very feminine. And she likes the finer things in life. She likes to experience pleasure. She likes to experience comfort. She likes nice fabrics, and she likes good food. And she is somebody who likes to, nurture and care for those that she cares for, right? She likes to do for others, but not be taken advantage of. So she's very well balanced and grounded as well. So these are the energies, that subconsciously you guys are seeking, and what is drawing you together. Externally, it might feel like there's been delays to you having, some of this pleasure and some of this fun that you seek. It's definitely, the Three of Cups in the upright's talking about celebration, friendship, and fun. So when you're with this person, there are times when perhaps you have felt lonely or discouraged in previous relationships, or if this is like a reconciliation type situation, which it could be for some, this person may have made you feel lonely, or you made them feel lonely. However, I feel like this is because there's some subconscious growth that was occurring and is occurring in the connection. So if you're feeling lonely at present, if you don't know this person, subconsciously it's due to the need to grow. As the sun represents, providing the plants the food and the energy through light to grow and to be nourished. So your soul is growing right now. And this is the reason why, if you're feeling lonely or discouraged in love, it's, part of the reason why. This was meant to happen. You're meant to put in a lot of work to experience, certain lessons that could only be taught through that way. And unfortunately, that's the case in life on Earth a lot of times. So this is a card representing that this desire just to have someone, finally, to not have to be alone anymore, to have somebody that you could spend all of your time with, and somebody who is not only a lover but a friend. Okay. I feel like some challenges that could occur in the connection with your prince or princess is they might have a lot of friends. They might want to spend time with other people. This could make you feel, left out, or they could want to consume all of your time. And they just love being with you so much, enjoy your company so much that they just always want to be with you. So perhaps you're not wanting to, they're not wanting to let you go out with your friends as much as that you would like, right? Or spend time with other people, family or whoever. Also, this can indicate, having a good time, like too much of a good time, like eating too much, drinking too much, partying with your friends and family too much community spirit, right? And sort of the shadow side of the Three of Cups. So I feel like if that's the case at times in this connection, could be that you become tired or worn down and need your downtime, right? And you could become disenchanted with their friends, or they could be disenchanted with yours because you guys are just all together just having too much fun, and it gets old after a while. So yeah, I feel like there's a desire for balance here, a desire to, like, maybe there's a desire to balance because one of you might be more social than the other. And so this is something that you're going to have to learn in terms of bringing it into balance, because one of you might be a little bit more, shall we say, clingy. Maybe not clingy, but you're just like your person and you don't want to be around a lot of other people. You just want to be around them, or vice versa. And so while you might entertain their friends or have a good time or like to spend or whatever it is that you guys enjoy doing, it might get to be a little bit much and you might have to pull in the reins. So this is what I'm feeling like in your connection with your person. So that's pretty positive, though, if you consider that if that's the worst of it, is that you guys have too much fun and too good of a time sometimes, and somebody feels left out every once in a while as a result of all of the activity or fun or good times, then I feel like this is something that is it could be a lot worse, right? So the near future, let's look in the future. So the future going forward, when you meet this person, we've got this Seven of Wands up in the reverse. Let's get a clarifying card for that. So we got some issues with self-expression going forward here. I feel like your person does make you feel, or you make them feel, like they can express themselves with that Magician. Like I said, you manifested someone with whom you can have a friendship with, so that you can say what you mean, say what you feel. However, occasionally, if you're not listening to each other, there's some sort of interference in the connection, you might not be able to express your love, or they might not be able to express their love in quite the way that you need them to. Maybe you have different love languages. Maybe one love language is service, and the other's love language is words of affirmation. So perhaps, for instance, your masculine, like, changes your oil or sets up the printer or something, and they feel like this is how they're really showing you how they love you and how they feel about you, but you're wanting them to say, you did a good job, dinner was delicious, but instead of saying that, they just kind of grunt at you like, and you don't know how they really feel because you need them to put it in words. So there's some sort of going forward differences in communications with that Page of Cups and that Seven of Wands in reverse, because the Seven of Wands says that there's some of this worn down energy. I feel, again, too, somebody works a lot, whether it be you or your person or both, and that makes that puts a little bit of a tax on the relationship, and causes a little bit of differences or difficulties where you have to really think about how you want to settle your differences, right? Again, it could be leading back to somebody works hard, somebody plays hard. I'm getting that energy. So maybe the one that plays hard is a little bit extreme in their behaviors. Like, why don't you just chill out? Why don't we just have a quiet night at home? Why don't you take the day off from work so that we can just spend some time together? So I feel like loving communication going forth, between the two of you to settle your differences around, around things like that based on what's coming out in the reading. So that's fire energy, and then we've got the cups is water energy, and the cups feel like there's a newness to this, right? This is sort of a card of shyness and vulnerability, particularly with regards to opening up due to somebody being very sensitive, perhaps needing their boundaries to be reinforced from time to time. So I feel like, whoever it is that isn't real good at expressing themselves, although let's say that you're good at expressing yourself, but your partner isn't, you make it safe for them to express themselves more than they ever have before. But there's still these times where you guys have to deal with them kind of relapsing back into shyness, or because they feel vulnerable about expressing their feelings. So they're still learning how to express their feelings. They're still learning how to have their boundaries up. Maybe you're learning how to have good boundaries in an intimate relationship. Sometimes it's really easy to, when you're so in love and you've met your true love and you finally found this person and manifested them into your life and it's all rainbows and sunshines and roses, it's really easy to lose yourself, right? So there's this need and this effort being made with you guys to not lose yourself, to find yourself again, because to have a loving true love relationship, it's based in self-love and a firm foundation within yourself, which means setting and maintaining boundaries, and that's something that you all benefit from. So somebody may be giving too much of themselves or trusting too much. There's a need for a benefit of a more equitable situation here. And again, it could be just talking about balancing your lifestyles between work and play. So let's look at your love interest's approach to the connection. How is your prince or princess going to approach this connection overall? That didn't want to come out. Very temperate. See, this is talking about balance, and we just saw balance, because they want a deepening of feelings in the connection. They don't want anybody to walk away from the connection or there to be any sort of separation physically or emotionally. Nobody wants that. This is the person that you're going to end up with, so it's not going to happen, and this person's making sure of that, and so are you. So this is Temperance card, and it talks about, pouring, opposite or different energies together to create something new. It's speaking about alchemy, the creation of something new, taking two wholes and making something blossom from it, right? Creating a third entity from two separate wholes. So this is about balance, it's about healing, and it's about patience and divine timing. So I feel that your person is being patient with you. They are going to show you the patience that you need, and I feel like you're going to show them patience as well, but perhaps you're the one that needs the more patience here. Because if, whoever it is that feels, uncertain about expressing their feelings, maybe you start off really willing to express your feelings, and then you become shy for some reason throughout the course of the relationships, because all relationships have different developmental phases. So at some point, perhaps you're like wanting to shut down a little or hold something in that you should say or want to say or need to say, like to assert a boundary or something like that. Your person is going to be patient with you on that. And the Temperance is a very it's a lovely energy. It's an energy that's rooted in wisdom. It's an energy that's all about acceptance and harmony, about cooperation, and coming up with resolutions, because again, whatever difficulties that you guys might have, or growing pains in your connection throughout it, it's all about inner growth. And we see that subconsciously you are attracting someone, and they're attracting someone who will help them grow, who will be that sunshine that is the catalyst to make that seed blossom. And this person is a catalyst in making your seeds blossom, making you grow. Perhaps literally, if some of you are having children, right? So, yeah. Their approach to you is to temper their ego, and listen to the voice of spirit, and blend your different elements of your connection together to create something new and harmonious. So I feel like you guys are, any rifts that you have, they're going to be healed. You're going to avoid ego struggles. You're going to seek peace in the relationship, and you're going to let it develop at its own pace. You know, maybe one of you wants to rush things, gets overly excited at times. One of you might have anxiety. You know, maybe, you know, I think you guys take turns. Like one of you has anxiety due to work and work frustrations, and so the other one helps to soothe that anxiety like a soothing balm. And then one of you gets anxious about the connection, you know, like what's going to happen next, and why did you spend time with so and so instead of me, and la la la. And it's like, well, I spent time with you last week and we're spending time again tomorrow, so why are you tripping? It's going to be like this back and forth, but it's going to be something that's done with love and patience and kindness, okay, to settle your differences, and to let the connection just be what it is and develop and grow and move at its own pace. Okay, so I'm going to take this over to Vimeo. Thank you for tuning in, and if this is where I leave you, you know, please hit the like button if you liked it, and if it does resonate with what you're thinking your fairy tale, your ideal fairy tale would be, or if it seems like it's something that would happen to you, or if you know this person, you know, feel free to share that if you want in the comment section down below. And if you'd like a personal reading, instructions on how to get one are in the description box. And if you'd like to be notified when I upload a new video, please hit the bell icon and turn on your alerts, and then YouTube will alert you when I upload a new video. I think the next video I do will be a message card video, what your person wants to tell you, and some combination of something else as well, because those are the favorites of everybody on my channel, the messages from your person cards. But I will talk to you next time. And the Vimeo links are down below. See you over there. Welcome, option 3, to your fairy tale story of your love connection here. Let me get your card out. So, using the Fairy Tale Oracle, and let's see. We're going to pull a card that will tell us your fairy tale, and this will be the fairy tale story of your connection. So whether this is somebody that you know or somebody that you end up with, either way it's for you and the person that you end up with ultimately, okay? Angel spirits and guides, please guide us, give us clear, accurate answers, show us what option 3's fairy tale love story is. For option 3. We've got fair, brown, and trembling gifts, number 38. So 38 could have significance in numerology for you, or it could be that one of you is an 11 or a 2 life path in numerology, or have that in your numerology. Isn't that a beautiful card? This is a beautiful card. Let me put this back here. Wow. So, fair, brown, and trembling, number 38. Now, at the end of the video, over on Vimeo, I'm going to read the entire story to you. So if you want to follow me over there, I'm going to do a modified Celtic Cross, just getting more detail. I'm going to start that in this video, carry it over to the next, but I'll be reading from the book the entirety of the story of Fair, Brown, and Trembling Gifts. You know, if you're interested. This is not one of the more popular fairy tales, so I'm not real familiar with it, but I'm going to give you a summary right now of what it means, and then we will start your reading. So this is a card that's about divine assistance, working outside of traditional religion. Enchantment is its own reward. Generations to repay a good turn gladly done. Bonds between human and fairy. Long-lasting love. Ooh, that's a good one. Do not dim the light of another. And wisdom of the crone. Wisdom of the crone. Do not dim the light of another. And generations to repay a good turn gladly done. Okay, so somewhere your ancestors might have had someone do for them something, provide them with a favor of some kind, and now it's your turn to pay that back. But it's also about enchantment is its own reward and divine assistance working outside of traditional religion. Yeah. Interesting. All right, let's get started. So we're going to learn about your person. So I just want to take a second to thank everybody for tuning in and for subscribing to my channel. And for your energy exchange donations and Amazon gifts, for the readings that you get from me, it does help to keep the channel going. I appreciate that. It does take a lot of energy to do these readings, but I enjoy doing it, and I like to know that I'm appreciated, so thank you. So for option 3, angels, spirits, and guides, tell us about their life partner, the one they're going to end up with, their Prince Charming or their Princess Charming. For option 3. Tell us about their Prince Charming or their Princess Charming, please. We've got the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is somebody who is, when you meet them and when you get together with them, so regardless if you know them or not, when you guys get together and you start your journey towards forever together, there is some sort of juggling going on with this person. This person could be an earth sign, that's Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. But regardless of sign, they'll have the energy of being focused on work, home, family, money, monetary things, and being up and down. In the original tarot, this shows the juggler, and he's juggling things. He could also be an entertainer, but it's also someone who could have their feelings up and down. This is a symbol of confusion, trying to make a decision, right? The confusion that we associate with trying to make a decision. So it could be a decision about their finances, it could be a decision about a partnership, a financial partnership. You know, there's some choices that your person's going to be juggling about the time that you guys get together here. So I feel that, you know, this person, however, it's not a negative thing, it's like good fortune, it's like they're on the right track. And they are the type that has the ability to handle many things at once. So if they're balancing work and play, they're going to feel content in their situation. You might even just find it entertaining, that the way that they juggle things, you know, how they keep everything afloat, all the balls in the air. Their personality might be entertaining to you. Now this could represent you when you meet this person, so as always, you know, energies can be vice versa, so just apply the descriptions to your situation as you see fit. But with this card, it says that I feel your person, or you, at the time of your meeting, will have many resources at your disposal and know how to use them well. So this also talks about this person's propensity or tendency to share their resources. So they might share something with you. You might work with this person. They might share something with you. Or if you know, meet this person, it might be at a time when you perhaps need something. Whatever scenario, there are a lot of scenarios where you could be out and about and you drop something and they pick it up for you, or just they do something for you, okay? So I feel like this person might be running a business, or you might be you know, open to running a business with this person. You could meet them in the process perhaps of starting a business or considering a business to start. But it does show, you know, balancing of work and play, and it can show, you know, a choice between two partners as well. So you're just going to have to wait and see. So if for some of you who think that you know your life partner, the person you're going to end up with, it could be that you are trying to decide between them and someone else, or they're trying to decide between someone else and you. Let's look. Let's get more into it. What helps or hinders option 3's connection with this person? What helps or hinders this? Wow, 222. Okay. Angel number. Look it up, folks. 222. That could have significance to this situation. What do we got? 2 of Wands and 2 of Cups. Wow. It's powerful energy. Both of them talk about a partnership. Both of them talk about I'm getting a surrender to a partnership. Both of these are emotions-based cards. So it's, you know, their feelings for you is going to help them make a decision regarding you. If there's any decision when you come together with this person that needs to be made by them, you know, they're going to base that on their feelings for you, because hearts and wands both speak of feelings, more so than the others. So this is about a partnership. This is about developing goals. Again, I'm seeing perhaps an entrepreneur or some goals that are being developed, a creative project. And it's also about making a decision, making a choice, and taking action on that. So I feel like, you know, someone here, maybe a fire sign or has that energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, will assert themselves. It could be, you know, your person has this energy and they take charge of the situation. So as opposed to having balls up in the air, being wishy-washy about their emotions, keeping things light and fun, they're eventually just going to assert themselves and make a move. They're going to feel confident about their success with you. They could do it on the advice of someone else, a friend perhaps, or they could be taking some sort of advice or getting assistance. It could be even from you. But if that's the case, you know, they're going to value your assistance and your advice. I feel like this is a person that is a leader. They are not willing to compromise their position of leadership. This, again, I'm getting like a business person, somebody who is in a management position or has the potential to be in a management position. Somebody who is shrewd and like air sign energy too. Sort of weighs the pros and the cons and knows how to, again, handle their resources, knows how to delegate tasks. So in terms of your connection, I feel that this is about making a decision to build a rewarding partnership together. This is about benefiting from other people's guidance and encouragement regarding, you know, this connection. And this is about someone who wants to come into their own power, whether that be being a leader at work or at home or both. And I feel like this person is a leader. I feel like this person, you know, works really hard, okay? And they don't let other people stand in their way or dissuade them or diminish their enthusiasm. So they're not going to let that happen. They're not going to let other people, you know, dissuade them from asserting themselves to you. So I feel like yours is a creative relationship with the potential to work together, but also it's just inspirational and encouraging. Like this is an inspirational and encouraging relationship. So these are the things that help the connection. And the Two of Hearts is the Two of Cups, and in the traditional tarot it shows a man and a woman each holding their cup, tapping cups together like they're toasting. You know, it's said to be the honeymoon card. So it talks about serious intentions, and it at the very least talks about mutual love and mutual affection. It talks about, again, a partnership, being in harmony, being creative, a lot of creative energy here, and cooperation. So, I mean, this is really going to help your person, your connection. You can provide them with some emotional support, some inspiration, some encouragement, some advice. There's something that, you know, you become a resource real quick to this person, and your cooperation is vital to their success. And, you know, it's this sense of dating each other, being in the honeymoon phase, having high hopes and experiencing, you know, a time of optimism and just really feeling good about being together. So it does show, you know, happiness in the relationship, obviously, and it moving very smoothly and developing smoothly, and you understanding each other's needs and bringing out the best in one another. So I'm seeing mutual love and mutual respect between the two of you, and this certainly helps any decision that this person might be needing to make regarding your connection. Helps them to choose you. Okay? We've got the Eight of Swords. So in your collective subconscious mind between you and your person, we've got the Eight of Swords. So now the Eight of Swords is kind of a tough energy, right? It talks about, you know, getting in your own way. And I feel that, you know, this person or you is asserting yourself with regard to this relationship because the love is mutual and you love each other and you want to. But underneath it all, there are some doubts. There is some anxiety with that card. And I feel like, you can ease each other's anxiety. However, there's this sense of self-sabotaging behavior and fear, of being perhaps trapped or feeling bound to someone. Perhaps one of you has felt helpless in the past or been deceived in the past, and you sort of carry these worries underneath the surface despite a confident demeanor, and despite not really having anything to base it on. Now, if you know this person, or if this is the type of person that makes you feel like they have to choose between you and someone else, well, that explains this fear that you have, right? If this is you, and vice versa if it's the other way around. So I feel with that energy, there is this caution that you need to take to not be your own worst enemy here. And once you decide on a plan of action, act upon it. Don't be in denial about any situations. Overcome your fear, because really, this is pretty much all in your head here. Okay? Not to say that you will not have any reason to feel anxious or fearful about the connection. And this could even just indicate, someone feeling like nervous about the fact that they met someone that they like so much and that they love and that it's going so well. It's like, sometimes when things are going so well, you get nervous. You're afraid, like, when is the other shoe going to drop, right? Like, this is too good to be true. So for some of you, it's simply that, okay? Others of you, it's, knowing that you're going to get trapped in this connection, right? If you like your freedom, and you're just like the fool trotting along, for some reason that imagery is coming up, and then you're kind of happy doing your thing, and then you fall in love. That's why they call it fall, because it's often unintentional. And I feel like it's unintentional for you guys. Like, I don't feel like you guys are gonna really see it coming, the depths that you do fall in love with one another, I'm getting. So there's a certain amount of anxiety that's associated with losing your freedom, even if it's for somebody that you love. That's coming through as well. So I get that perhaps, you have been disappointed, or they have felt unfulfilled or trapped in a relationship, another relationship, or maybe, in a previous cycle in this relationship, if you already know this person. So this is going to be underlying. This is something you're going to have to watch out for. Don't contribute to the problem. Make sure that your expectations are realistic for the connection. And if you need to change your attitude, then that's what you need to do. If there's something in the situation that you need to change, first perhaps change your attitude, or urge your person to, gently of course, because perception is reality. And so you don't want to manifest a loss in the connection due to your own fears when you don't have to. So what happened in the past, or what's happening? Like, what is the energy that's fading away from option 3's connection when they come together with their Prince Charming or Princess Charming? Aha! Did I not say that I was seeing the Fool? And in this deck, this is the Princess Bride playing cards. This is a Joker. This is the Fool. We've got a rat there, so that's interesting. So, okay. So the energy that's fading behind you is is being single. Okay, of going your own way, of traveling lightly. It's not going to be just about you anymore, and if it's your person, it's not going to be just about them anymore. It's going to be, you guys have found wish fulfillment with one another. I feel like there's abundance in the connection, that somebody is doing well for themselves financially or in a worldly sense, and that they want to share that with you, and you want to share that with them, and it's good feelings all around. However, you're coming from this sort of 9 of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, I saw 9 of Cups, 9 of Hearts in this deck energy, which in the traditional tarot is the guy sitting in front of a row of cups with a big smug smile on his face, because it's like the cups represent his abundance, and like he's just got it going on, he's like the big daddy. Well, you know, you're going from being the big daddy all on your own to being in a connection and being in a partnership. Hence this Eight of Swords sort of anxiety underneath the surface. The good news is, with the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck, this person, or you, whoever the Fool is representing, is getting your wish fulfillment with this person, right? But there is this letting go of this innocence, or this hope for someone, or other opportunities. You know, it is narrowing your perception to only see one person instead of the potential for many people, right? Because you're no longer going to be single. So I feel like, you know, somebody could have embarked on a new way of life prior to coming into this connection. Somebody could have taken a journey or some sort of leap of faith here in order to get it to where you guys come in contact, okay? And so I feel like whoever this person is, they might have been somebody who likes to travel, either physically or through like academics, or has a vivid imagination or a wide friend circle, any sort of thing, interests that allowed them to feel like a kid, footloose and fancy free. Somebody that's, you know, quite faithful, that things are going to turn out well, you know, sometimes a little bit careless though, but marches to the beat of their own drummer. But now they're having to work with you and your drums as well. It's not just their drums anymore. They have to dance to your drums as well, because that's part of being a couple, and vice versa. They were on a quest for meaning, and it took them into the unknown, and they discovered and they found you, right? They found love, you know, and they were open to it. It's not like they didn't want it to happen. It just feels like it's a bit of a surprise, like I said before. So I feel, you know, that, you know, some of you do know this person, because this is the energy that's fading away, and it can indicate the beginning of a romance, right? Or moving into a new stage in an existing romance. But regardless, this is your soulmate. This is somebody that, you know, you were fated to meet if you met them before. And I feel like when you meet them, they are also, because that Two of Cups is a soulmate card as well. So whether you met them before or you're going to meet them, this is somebody that you're fated to meet. And so have no doubts about whether this person is your soulmate or not. Okay? And by the way, rats get a bad rap. They're known as like the dogs of the rodents. They really have very sweet temperament. They're highly intelligent, highly social, highly loving, and all of these things. Although this one looks scary, and in the movie it is scary, but maybe one of you dealt with a rat in the past, hence this anxiety. So take it how it resonates. But I feel like, you know, this person, or you, has experienced a good amount of joy and openness and excitement in your life prior to coming into this connection. And it could again be your person because of that Two of Pentacles being the Joker, juggling. You know, not always does it mean juggling people, but maybe it does. It means having a good time, being an entertainer, entertaining yourself. And now they're part of a couple when they meet you. Or when you guys finally, you know, make the decision to be exclusive. So for option 3, let's look at the goals and ideals here. The Seven of Pentacles. So I feel that your person's working hard to build their money, you know, grow their money, grow their fortune. And they continue to want to do that. Slow and steady wins the race. It's like if they were unsettled in that Joker energy before they came in contact or became exclusive with you, they're wanting to slow down and be like more serious and let things develop at a slower pace, because Pentacles is a slower pace. It's earth energy. It's about growth, accomplishment, commerce, appraisal. So they want to, you know, ideally, they want things to progress, you know, naturally, you know, like the plants grow from the ground. It's natural. It's nature. They want it to grow organically, naturally. And I feel like they want to encourage you to keep taking small steps with them. And little by little, your relationship will continue to grow and to continue to improve. Okay? Out of curiosity, what would your goal be here? What is your ideal? Oh, you're being shy, are you? What's the viewer's goal or ideal for this connection? You want to get married. You want to tie it down. You want it to be lickety-split. You want you guys to be settled, firm, grounded. You want it done, deal, right? It's like inconceivable, like it says on the card, inconceivable that it should be any other way, but then this man or woman should be your solid, written in stone partner for life. So that it kind of explains the Seven of Pentacles desire or ideal for your partner, your prince or princess charming. They're like, let's take it slow. Let's see how things go. I'm not going anywhere. Let's build our foundation, build our money, get our money together first. And you're just like, that's inconceivable. I want to get married now. I crack myself up. But yeah. The King of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, it is somebody that, kings are generally married individuals, and this particular king is a very settled person. They are solid as a rock, pretty much, especially in the upright. And so, yeah, your desire is for him, so, or her, whoever this is, this masculine energy king, this King of Earth. You want security, you want material success, you want to be, you want to live together, you want to furnish your home. You want to have stability, have strength, have worldly power, all the good things that come with having a firm foundation in a relationship, with being a pillar of the community as a couple. Like I said, set in stone. You really want, and if you resonate with working with this person, then you really want to get deeply involved in working with them. If not, you just want to, tie this down. So, I feel like you can see this person's potential, and you really want it to happen, fast. So again, realistic expectations, okay? Your subconscious mind could be having unrealistic expectations about the pace in which you guys are going to progress this connection to its ultimate status, right? To where you want it to go. So if you see this person having a lot of potential as a business person, or a lot of potential regarding amassing wealth or money, then you're thinking that it's going to happen like this, and then he's going to be the king, or she's going to be the King of Pentacles really fast, or at least a lot faster than what he's thinking. And so just bear in mind that you guys are on the same page. You're both thinking pentacles. However, your person is going to want to go a little slower than you are in progressing this in the 3D, and you'll get there because this is the person that you're going to end up with, but you're going to have to compromise on pace and perhaps check your expectations a little bit, because maybe with all his hard work he's only meant to be a Knight of Pentacles, okay, or a Queen of Pentacles. So love and accept him for what he can bring to the table regardless. I feel like I'm guided to tell you, but ultimately, money and material things aside, I feel that you just really want this to be a mature, stable relationship where you guys support one another, whatever that means for you, emotionally, physically, monetarily. There are some of you who is looking at this person like cha-ching, like this person can give it all to you, right? Like, this is the big daddy energy again. Like, they got it going on. They're the big daddy. You're going to be the sugar baby. And it's going to be like that. Some of you think that, I know. But I'm here to tell you that your person is more modest than that. Okay? So, take it how it resonates. If you like the video so far, please hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing, as it does keep the channel going. And let's get their desires. Let's see. Let's look at your person. Your fairy tale prince or princess. What is their desires for you in this connection? Aw. Collective, let's do it all together. 1, 2, 3. Aw. We've got the Queen of Cups. So it says, well, you were dead on there. This is for those of you who are resurrecting this connection with somebody and are here for somebody you already know and feel that it's going to be your end game. But their desires for you are to take care of you, you know, so you're not completely wrong. I feel like they want to surrender to you, and they want you to surrender to them. So they want to take care of you, but more so than monetarily with that Pentacles energy, they want to take care of you emotionally. Okay? And if you're the feminine, they're wanting you to be, you know, they're feminine, the one who takes care of them, right? They see you as someone who they can lavish their love upon, and somebody who will lavish love upon them. They feel very strong emotions for you. They feel an intuitive connection with you. Again, I'm getting creativity coming through that's talking about potentially working together, perhaps in a creative way. They want to change in the connection that results in more love and the ability to make you feel like this princess, right? Or prince if you're masculine. They want to make you feel like this prince or princess, and they want you know, you to love them with the deep emotions and compassion and caring that they have for you. So it's very pure intentions here. And I see that, you know, they could be viewing you as a very generous, nurturing person and a mother figure for them. And so they want to have children with you, or a child with you, or you want to have that with them. But regardless, I feel like you will be nurturing towards one another in a way that is kind of like a mother figure, you know. So we've got daddies here, big daddies, and we've got mommies as well. You guys really want to lavish each other with love and attention and care that perhaps you didn't get, you know, in your past. And I'm not mad at you. I feel like you know, you're not the only one maybe that gets ahead of yourself. For those of you who resonate with wanting this person to grow their wealth, you know, very quickly, or something like that, or just grow the relationship, if nothing else, grow the relationship very quickly so you can become stable and settled down together, you know, sooner rather than later. Well, this person is wanting, you know, to love you with all their heart. They're wanting to be vulnerable to you, and to the point where they're using their heart more than their head with you. Okay? And this can make them moody and a little bit unreliable at times, maybe changeable at times, because they're in their feelings about you. Regardless of if this is their natural way of being in general, with you, they're in their feelings. So it makes them, sort of, it changes them for the better. It makes them a softer person. So I'm going to take this over to Vimeo, and we're going to look more into this. You know, the desires, as well as, you know, the people that interfere with or affect this connection, and your hopes and fears for the connection, their hopes and fears, and, you know, the outcome or overall energy of your fairy tale romance. So if you'd like to follow me over there to Vimeo, the link for that is in the description box below. And if this is where we part ways, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that. If you liked it, please hit the like button. And if it did resonate, or you see that this is, you know, sort of the kind of thing that you can see playing out in your future, you can let me know down in the comment section down below if you feel drawn to, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon to receive notifications for the next time when I upload a new video. And if you'd like a personal reading, instructions on how to get one are in the description box below. Thanks again.